There comes a moment in life when the noise disappears. No applause. No reassurance. No one coming to save you. Just silence, and you. That moment, when everything falls apart, is where most people break. But for a rare few, it's where they are rebuilt. Healing alone is not a badge of honor. It's a consequence. A consequence of being forced to stand when there was nothing left to lean on. And in that solitude, something powerful happens. You meet the strongest version of yourself for the very first time. Today, this is a reminder, for anyone who has healed in the dark, that your journey was not a weakness. It was your transformation. Lesson 1. Solitude reveals hidden strength. When support disappears, excuses disappear with it. You stop asking, "Who will help me?" and start asking, "What do I have left?" And the answer surprises you. You find resilience where you thought there was exhaustion. Courage where you believed there was fear. You learn to self-soothe, self-motivate, and self-correct. This isn't isolation for isolation's sake. It's survival becoming self-mastery. You didn't grow because you were alone. You grew because you refused to collapse in that loneliness. Lesson 2. Seeing reality without illusions. Pain has a brutal honesty. It strips away comforting lies and exposes truth without filters. Those who've been broken and rebuilt stop believing fairy tales about people, about life, about guarantees. You see patterns others miss. You hear silence louder than words. You understand that not everyone means what they say, and not everyone stays. This awareness can feel isolating. But it is also wisdom. You don't need illusions anymore. You've learned to stand on truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Lesson 3. Self-reliance is not rejection. Healing alone doesn't mean you hate help. It means you don't depend on it. There's a difference. You've reached a place where approval is optional, not oxygen. Where validation is welcome, but not required. You choose relationships instead of clinging to them. You connect because you want to, not because you're afraid to be alone. That's not arrogance. That's freedom. Lesson 4. Rock bottom creates radical clarity. When life burns everything down, only what matters survives. At rock bottom, there's no energy for pretending. No room for people-pleasing. No patience for what drains you. You rebuild intentionally. You stop chasing what looks good and start protecting what feels right. Your values sharpen. Your boundaries strengthen. Your priorities align. You don't just rebuild a life. You rebuild with purpose. Lesson 5. Independence makes you harder to break. There's a reason this kind of healing is described as dangerous. Someone who's healed alone knows this truth: I survived my worst, and I didn't die. That knowledge changes everything. You're no longer easily manipulated by fear. You're not controlled by abandonment. You don't beg for love that costs you your dignity. You know you'll be okay, even if everything falls apart again. That makes you powerful. Lesson 6. Loneliness becomes inner authority. At some point, the silence stops being loud. And you start hearing yourself. Your intuition sharpens. Your self-trust deepens. You stop outsourcing decisions to opinions that don't live your life. You move differently now. Quieter. Steadier. Stronger. Not hardened, but anchored. Call to action: stand in what you survived. If you healed alone, don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Don't apologize for your strength. Don't doubt the depth of what you've earned. You are not broken, you are forged. Carry your story with pride. Use your clarity. Choose your connections wisely. And when you walk forward, walk knowing this: you don't need saving. You already saved yourself. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, carry it into your day, and remember, the strength you found alone is the strength that will carry you anywhere.